Okay guys, here we go. It's Andy Elliott. In this video, you're gonna learn the #1 skill that'll change your life forever. And remember this is gonna be a pure value video. So you better get ready to learn. You pay attention from front to start. At the end of this video, your life's gonna be changed forever. Okay guys, so here we go. During this video, I'm gonna give you a lot of different perspectives on how to change your life. Look, #1, there's one skill that's gonna make everything change. One skill. It's called creating a new identity. Now listen, when I say value video, this could be one of the best value videos I put out in the year of 2021. Let me explain this to you. Here's you right now. You got an old character, okay? So many people are trying to create a new version of themselves. Look, go back and watch some of my old YouTube videos, all right? Go back then, just watch who I was. I've totally changed, I've totally recreated. Why? Because I've mastered the #1 skill in life, and I believe it's over anything. It's over word tracks, closing, negotiating. It's over everything. It's every day I have mastered the craft at changing my identity on who I am. Every day I'm chasing myself. I'm around people who are working out, who are getting stronger, who are more fitter than me, who are pushing me. Guys, in this video, I'm gonna teach you so many tricks to change your identity, become the best version of yourself. Not anyone else, the best version of yourself. This is gonna be the first tip. #1, a lot of you are repeating the same old story. You're just repeating the same old story. Do me a favor. I want you to take notes as we go through this. The old character you've been playing is the one thing that's preventing you, which means it's stopping you. The old character you've been playing is preventing you. It's physically stopping you from becoming this very new version of yourself. You want to become the new version of yourself? Watch this. You repeat the story, but you're trying to create a new identity. Look, dude, you can't keep repeating what you've been doing. So what do you got to do? You got to reprogram yourself. In order to reprogram yourself, you got to change your identity. So during this entire training video, which is all going to be nothing but value for you to go become the best sales pro in the world, the best husband, the best wife, the best parent, man, the best person in the world to serve everyone else and to go get what you want. I'm going to give you every notes as we go along the way. I'm going to be writing on the board. But look, if you want my training notes as we go, you see this number right here? I'm going old school with you guys today. You see this number? Whiteboard style. 918-210-0254. It's really simple. I typed out all the notes today and everything I'm going over. If you want it, shoot me a text message, 918-210-0254. Say, Andy, send me the notes on the #1 skill. I'll shoot it over to you. Okay, guys, here we go. So I'm going to teach you. We're going to start out with #1, how to alter your identity. You want to change who you are? Done. Let me explain this to you. People always ask me, they ask this question. They say, Andy, what areas made the biggest difference in your life? Well, #1, the idea that I can alter my identity and max out my identity every single day has made me dangerous, okay? Look, let me explain this. In about 30 to 60 seconds after I go over what I wrote down, you're gonna understand identity more than you probably have ever understood it in your life. Or if you're a person that's got the glass full and you already know it all, guess what, man? You're not altering your identity at all. You're gonna stay the same, and guess what? Your life's never gonna change. If you wanna learn, pay attention. Take a pen, take a piece of paper. What areas made the biggest difference in my life? Mine, the #1 skill you must know is the power of your identity. Understand that the way your internal belief is with your identity will decide your whole future until you die. Every single day. It is the #1 skill that you must know more than anything else. So let's talk about it. The thoughts, look, I'm going to underline it. The thoughts, the ideas, and the beliefs that you hold, not someone else, that you hold. Look, this is a video between you and you. Okay? The thoughts, ideas, and the beliefs that you hold to be true about yourself, that is what your identity is. Guys, write that down. The thoughts, the ideas, and the beliefs you hold to be true about yourself. By the way, I didn't say what anyone else said was true about you. I don't care about none of them. What do you hold to be true about you? Look, if I put a microphone up to a lot of you people, a megaphone, and I let the world hear what you had going on inside of your head and how you thought about yourself, it would really explain to us why you're at where you're at right now. By the way, some of you are killing it, right? Guess what? Can you maintain killing it every year? Can you make the money every single year until you die? Can you increase and then repeat it again? Multiply and keep going? You can if you can max out altering your identity. Now listen to this. Identity is the governor. It's a governor like this on a car, right? Identity is the governor of everything in your life. Okay? You can't go to the next level, even if you have certain skills, without a new identity. It sets the temperature of every area of your life, which I'm going to talk about that right here. You will always be consistent on what you think you're worth. Write that down. You will always be consistent on what you think you're worth. Did I say what anyone else thought you were worth? No. Guys, my mom left when I was 2, dead E, broken on 0. Came from a Jerry Springer show family, right? 18, barely graduated high school. And guess what? All I wanted was an opportunity. I changed my identity about who I was and who I was going to be. And I chased my future self. When I chased my future self, I broke the record of most money made as an automotive sales pro at $716,000. I made over $500,000 a year selling cars for 10 years straight. Okay? Selling cars. Made $2.4 million my last year as a GM, and I'm going to finish here. In my training company right now, we train over 200,000 salespeople. We have over 1,500 to 1,600 dealers on our platform. And check this out. I'm just getting warmed up. We got a $40 million a year company. I want to tell you this. Everything that you want in life, you can have. And guess what? I'm a little bit too passionate for a lot of people. Listen, I've believed internally that if I tell the universe what I want, and I know what I want, and I'm sure about it, and I believe I can have it, I can go get it. Alter and change this one thing in your life, your identity, on how you feel about yourself. It'll change everything. Let me give you a couple examples. All right, you see this governor right here. This is a car, right? Speedometer, governor, whatever. You're driving down the road. This is your speedometer here. Your car, it has a governor on it at 90. At 90. What's the speedometer say? It says 160. You know what happens? At 90 miles per hour, your car is going to go, and it's going to go back. Well, why the hell did they put 160 on the Speedo? Well, because I'm going to tell you this. It's got a governor on it. Most of you right now have a governor. I call it a glass ceiling, low self-limiting beliefs on who you can be, and that's a part of your identity. Today, we're going to max out your identity. We're going to do it every day for the rest of your life until you die. I'm going to teach you so much skill, but this is the number one skill that we have to keep first. There's so many people that understand a word track or understand a close, or they show up to work and they work really hard and they work for long hours every day, but they don't master their identity. And they never get what they're worth because of this. You will always be consistent on what you think that you're worth. Something always says that you're not good enough and you can't make it, and that's a lie. And you need to fix that. And one of the fastest way to fix it is I'm going to get into in the next part of this video. We'll show you how to change everything that fast. So the governor is killing you. We take the governor off today, baby. We're done. Listen, that identity on who you were in the past and your old programming, those days are gone. We're reprogramming for the future you that starts now. Now look, I want to explain something. External circumstances, things that happen on the outside of you do not and should not change who you are. The way I believe about myself and my identity, no matter what goes on in the world, no matter how you feel about me or a hater hates on me, doesn't matter to me. The economy, an earthquake, anything doesn't change my identity. It doesn't get me off track. I want to explain something. The internal, what goes on inside of you is what changes the direction of your life. And that's called your identity. So I think about this. You as a person, right? On the inside right now, guess what? You're seeing me. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm running about 110 degrees. I'm jacked up. You know what I'm saying? 110 degrees. You may be at a cool 70 right now. But guess what? If you come hang out with me, guess what? You may not get to 110, but I'll take you to 85 or 90, just like that. You know why? Because when you open up on the outside, you got me coming into you. Now let me ask you this. External circumstances. Who do you have around you, and is that blowing in cool air on you and cooling you down? You need to be around people that heat you up. But let me explain this to you. Your identity, who you feel about yourself, the temperature you run at all times, you can physically change that on your own, by yourself, without anybody else around. I call it the thermostat, okay? So I was about a cool 70, okay? I was broke, not making any money. I wasn't fired up, and I started watching these entrepreneurs. I started watching these great closers and these top salespeople, and I was like, dang, man, these people got one thing in common. They run at like 110. Like they're hot all the time. It's like they love life. And I'm like, dang, man, how do I get up there? Well, it was real easy. I thought about it like a thermostat. I was like, I got to heat myself up. I got to get myself, which was my identity, and I got to crank up my level of belief on who I think I am and who I can become. And guess what happened? I started to crank myself up. It was like almost like turning up the heat inside of me. And no matter what was going on around me, because my identity was in queue and I had the ability to alter it, guess what? I cranked it up, and next thing you know, I was running at 80. And then at 90, and now I run at 110. Now I want you to think about it, okay? A lot of people don't know how to alter their identity, but you know how now. You may have to watch this video 20 times, and by the way, if you know somebody out there, right, that needs to change and elevate, and you want them to grow with you, share this video with them right now. Just click on YouTube and click share. Send it over to a buddy. And by the way, comment below. Tell me your best parts that you got out of the video. And secondly, on top of that, right, comment below on who you want to become. That's probably one of the most important things to me at this point, is to partner with you, get to know you, and that way I can help you in the future, right? So let's get to the next part of this video so you can figure out exactly, Andy, now I know that I want to change my identity. Exactly how do I do it? Okay, guys, so we're going to bring it home now. We're going to bring it home. I want you to do me a favor. Listen, remember, you got your pen, you got your piece of paper. You're taking notes, right? At this point, I'd be drawing like a stick figure. This is you, right? What are you doing externally to produce, and what are you doing internally to believe who you are and your identity is? I want to explain this. This is going to bring everything home now, right? Most people, listen, I hate the words most people. I always say this. Most people will have the same life next year that they had this year. Don't be most people. Get that? Most people will have the same life next year that they had this year. Don't be most people. Most people, okay, not you. You're not the 99% sheep. You're a lion, right? Okay? They have producing external results habits. They're always trying to figure out closing, negotiations, objection handling, communication skills. All that's important. I put this up here. You have all the skills of a 100-degree producer. Man, you're hot on your skills, right? Okay? But you have the life of a 75-degree average person because of your identity. Let me explain something. You cool down. You cool down, okay? Dude, I don't cool down. It ain't okay. Let me explain this to you. Have you ever seen somebody who's had a lot of money? Think about it right now. Just think with me so I can explain to you what cooling down looks like. Have you ever known somebody that's had a lot of money, but today they're broke? They don't have any money anymore? You ever known a sales guy to make a lot of money, have a really good month, but now he's not having a good month anymore? Okay? You ever seen that? You ever seen somebody who got in really good shape? Think about someone in your life right now. Maybe you, maybe someone you know, who got in great shape. They had a great body, really gave it all they had, but now they really aren't in great shape anymore. Well, they cooled down. Their internal identity cooled back down. So now they weren't who they once was, which was that 100-degree producer, and they cooled back down to the 75. So winning runs from them because they don't identify them anymore because their identity has cooled down. I'm going to explain to you this. The number one skill you can have is identity. You learn this identity skill, I can take you to making $1 million a year. Guarantee it. You own your own business, I can take you to making $100 million a year. My company within 2 years will be making $100 million a year. Guarantee it. You know why? Because I train and teach identity in my company. Every one of my sales pros, all the 200,000 salespeople that we teach currently at this time across the world, as we're growing, I teach the things that really matter and that make a difference. Nobody teaches on this stuff. This isn't the psychology of selling. This is who you believe that you are. It's your internal belief. It's the glass ceilings. They're glass because you can't see them that you got on yourself and how you truly believe who you are. Remember, your income will always be consistent on who you believe that you are and who you can be. Okay? I get other people limiting you. I don't care about them. We'll run them over. Are you limiting you? Okay? So producing external results versus changing your identity. It's a time to think about this. What were you once good at? Remember when you were back in school? Maybe you were really competitive and you wrestled, you played football in high school. Maybe you even went to college or something. You did something at some point and you were competitive, okay? That competitive nature, did it cool down as you gotten older? Listen guys, I'm 42 years old at the time of making this video, 42 years old. I got about 8% body fat. I'm a marriage millionaire, right? Without money, I literally feel like a millionaire with my wife, okay? You get out of something what you put into it, okay? I'm a marriage millionaire. I've got a 20 to 25 person sales team right now that's as strong as you can ever be in the world. And by the way, they're all underdogs. They come from nothing, okay? And you know why? Because we started with identity. And I want to start with you right now, and I want to say, listen to me. If you've made it to this point in the video and you didn't opt out, you're one of the true 1%ers in this world that really want to change your life. I want to speak to you right now and I want to tell you something. You can be anything that you want if you'll alter your identity inside. Anything. Nobody can beat you. You literally can be unshakable. Okay? It's all on the inside. Look, I have a full PDF to this entire video and all the training and a lot of extra notes that I didn't talk about. Look, here's my cell phone, 918-210-0254. As we train 200,000 salespeople around the world, I'm one of the only people that still put my cell phone number out there. It's not a text community. It's not an auto reply. It's my cell phone. I'll pull it out. I'll send you what you need. And guess what? That's how great business works. That's how I do things. I got your back. If you want to go to the next level, you want to change your identity, shoot me a text message. Let me send this over. And by the way, maybe you have a question you want to ask me. I'd love to help you. See you in the next video, guys.
Tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a